Hi guys, my name is Safi and welcome back to another episode in this series in Formula 1 2020 My Team career mode. In this episode we are racing at the Dutch Grand Prix for the first time, ZANDVOOrt, the track's name. But before that we're just going to do some upgrades and upgrade our facility fabrication for our aerodynamics. So we have our press interview coming up in like one day right here, and we get the fabrication spec 1 or the aerodynamics, and we're gonna have an interview with Will Buxton.
Thanks so much for the invitation to your HQ. Let's have a little chat about the team's performance this season. Your second driver seems to be getting much more comfortable with their car. Have you been focusing on their development?
Yeah, you know, like they're progressing, getting closer to top 18 finishers, but I think we can push them hard as any driver to reach their full potential.
How are they settling?
Okay. You know, we have the car, but we have a driver who can maximize the most out of the car.
Your
So
career comes first in your team.
you know, absolutely not, because there are no or second drivers here, so we're not gonna copy that multi-21 scenario in Malaysia 2013 with Mark Webber, Sebastian Vettel in the Red Bulls. So yeah, we get a gearbox durability and our weekly resources. We're gonna jump straight into the race weekend. Can't speak English, and you know, this is my first time driving a ZANDVOOrt practice session. Actually, not my first time. I've driven with the Invitational event, but that's with a 2010 car, so it's going to be much different with a 2020 car, our 2020 car. And, you know, our engine development got cancelled, and here you can see us driving in practice, doing the track acclimatization set, or practice run, you could say. Oh yeah, and if you guys have eagle eyes, you would have seen in the past few episodes I've changed my helmet. The helmet design, I've changed it to the paint which the car has to suit it, which is black, blue and white, because I felt like it needed a change, and my helmet from before didn't really suit it. After that session we got some XP, and I don't know if we move up or something. Yes, we do. We get a driver's suit. Not gonna really use that. We've already got a nice driver's suit. Charles Leclerc first, Sebastian Vettel second, and I didn't see who came third, fortunately. We're into practice 2, and we get some more XP. We're not gonna show that, it's pretty boring, the practice session. But we simulated most of it. We get some resource points and driver acclaim, so this can help us. We got even I forgot what they call resource points. We've got now 640. Our team acclaim is right there. We're on level 3, and our teammate Jake Egton is level 6. And yeah, let's just jump straight into the race weekend with 36 laps at the ZANDVOOrt Grand Prix.
Welcome along then to the North Sea coast and ZANDVOOrt, 25 miles away from Amsterdam, and the host for today's Dutch Grand Prix. It's a race the great Jim Clark won on 4 occasions, leading for an astonishing total of 370 laps. 4 lefts and 10 rights make up the 14 corners of the narrow and demanding ZANDVOOrt circuit, with plenty of peaks and valleys over the course of a 2.6-mile lap, which will demand absolute concentration from our drivers here today. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are 3 main things to worry about there, Crofty: positioning, awareness and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Vettel, Charles Leclerc and Albon, Ricciardo, Perez, Sainz and Daniel Kvyat, Stroll, Norris, Esteban Ocon and Gasly, Raikkonen, Grosjean, Kevin Magnussen and Hussein, Giovinazzi, Aitken, Latifi and George Russell ends our grid lineup. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
We're going to start the race in a few seconds, but before that we're going to do our strategy. There are two strategies, softs to hards and mediums to hards. I'm probably going to choose medium to hards because I can drive as hard as possible. I'm not. It doesn't show that because it got cut out. And you know, like I felt like I wanted to push more. And yeah, we do the fuel load a little bit lower. Getting ready to race, revving our engine. It is 5 lights out and away we go. Grosjean gets a good start, crosses Magnussen gets an excellent start. We'll split the tires a little bit while we go down the inside of, I think, 5 or 4 drivers there. Ocon in front of us, Stroll and Sainz. I think we passed the McLaren of Norris, Toro Rosso of Gasly and the 2 Haas's of Magnussen and Grosjean. We went past the outside of Ocon and we on the outside of Stroll into the corner, but we had to give in there. He's on the better tires, the more performing tires on the softs, and he had more of a performance car. He's in the rest point, we're in our own car. So Stroll just powers off into the distance now, and Ocon is right behind us, following Norris and I think it's Gasly in the AlphaTauri, I should say, not Toro Rosso. We're not really catching up Stroll or Sainz. You know, Sainz, I'm pretty impressive. He's on the hards and he's holding up Stroll, like he's defending against him, attacking. I think we're not catching it and they're watching away, but we still need to worry about our own races. Ocon is coming very fast from behind us. Norris is drifting away from back a little bit. He's on the hards and not really competitive, but Ocon tries going down the inside. Well, I'm talking about outside, but we try doing the switchback and we spin him. We spun him around, but you know, that's too aggressive there. He tried squeezing. I think he deserves that. I don't know if we got a little bit of damage there. I don't think so. No, we don't have damage, but we do have damage on our ICE. That's one of the most important parts of the engine for us, and we lost a lot of power now. I can even feel it. We're using a lot of overtake and rich mixed fuel right now because we've lost some engine performance and power. So this is worrying, you know. ZANDVOORT, you use the throttle lots, and it's already on 60%. It was already worn in the Chinese Grand Prix, but we forgot to change the components from practice to qualifying. Oh, sorry guys, I didn't show you qualifying. It's because it cut out. But now we've got Ocon trying to attack us there with minimal power to use, and like he's looking very fast in the Renault, but we're defending very, very well here into the 5th lap down the straight. Now we're going into the 5th lap, sorry. Using lots of overtake again, trying to break the slipstream from him because the slipstream is very OP, and we're getting slower and slower and slower. As you can see there, we're like 1 second off our pace from before, and I don't think it's tires because the tires are probably at its prime right now. Maybe a few couple laps time, that's when they're in their prime. But now Ocon has started to drift away, same as Norris. Maybe they're gonna fight, but as I say that, we skip a few corners and Ocon tries going round the inside and outside. He tries going down the outside and then for the next corner down round the outside. Oh, I'm mixing up my words. It's so stressful to watch, but he had to lift off because we cut the inside, and now we're using this very, very outside line, but it's giving me more power. It's like a slingshot, and Norris is right behind us now in the hards, Sorry guys, I can't speak English. It's just that it's going all very fast. I can't keep up. And I'm kind of enjoying the track. Like this sector right now is a real treat if you get it right. It's so satisfying, but we're getting a little bit of understeer. So our tires are heating up, but Norris tries going round the outside. He does the overtake, but we brake later and get back round the outside of him. I'm not a very good commentator, as good as actually no, I'm not gonna be that cocky. We hit the wall there and we get some damage, and Norris is catching up in his fast McLaren with DRS, but it's not gonna be enough to catch up to us because we're on the end of the straight. We're lap 7, P12 so far. Very good race, but I'm gonna think that we're gonna go down the order because of our engine problems, so it's probably no points today. I don't know. We're gonna try as hard as we can, you know, try mixing up the strategy, but there's not really nothing we can do now. Using lots of rich mixed fuel and overtake, and we're losing so much ARS right here just to stay in front of Norris and Ocon. But Ocon has, you know, went away, and now Norris is catching up to us. I think because our tires are overheating and he's on the hards, he might be faster, and all of them now catch up to us. So I'm literally leading the pack now, and in a way it's high. It's not good because it's like saying we're the slowest car right now. I don't know where my teammate is. I think he's like P18, P19, something like that. But you know, we need to worry about our race right now. I don't know about him these couple races. He's been finishing very, very poorly, and I was thinking of, you know, trying to get another driver into the team. I've scouted a few drivers. You know, like scouting means putting my eyes on them, seeing how they progress through their season in Formula 2. They're such as as I say that, Norris goes down the inside of us and he's much better hards now, and he's much more performance car, and you know, he just dances around us. We get DRS, but I don't think it's gonna be enough because his exit was amazing. And I was talking about the F2 drivers. So I had Anton Hubert. He's still in the game, even though he, rest in peace, died. And we get a little bit squabbly with the tires there, but we keep it in control. Now our tires are really starting to get the beating now. Like understeering crazy, and Ocon gets slipstream, and DRS tries going round the outside, but we brake later than him, cover the go in the middle of the track to go defensive. You know, he's been very aggressive with us when he's around us in this race, so why don't we do that back? We can't, after all, we can't be friends. And Ocon tries launching one down the inside once again. It's been a very good battle now, but Gasly gets past him from how much we were battling. And Ocon in this race being a real thorn in the side, I should say. Gasly's got DRS, and Slipstream might catch up to us, but we're both in the Honda engines, so I don't think so. In the corners, these are literally impossible to overtake in the fast corners. It's so tight, and it's like so risky to try going around the outside or down the inside of these corners right here. We're going on them right now. Like, it's so hard to get an overtake, because even if you're not trying to go and do an overtake, it's still so hard. You have to avoid the curbs to not lose grip. Gasly is catching up to us. We have minimal power, and tires are going. Our front wing is kind of broken on our left end plate, but still looking kind of good, even with those problems. We're trying to save as much as ERS as we can, but at the same time we need to stay in front of these drivers. So we need to conserve it, but use it at the same time. So we're using loads of fuel, and I think we're minus. Wait, actually no, we've got loads of fuel there. And that's in the time I was thinking we need to burn this stuff up because we're gonna be slow, because the fuel's gonna put our rate down. Here we're using ERS, and we're down into single digits. Sorry, what am I talking about? Fidgets. We're lap 13, and stuff aren't looking really good now. We're holding up loads of people. Ricardo is in front of us, even though I think he pitted. So we're way behind the top midfield. You know, like Ricardo and Norris. I don't even think Norris has made a pit stop yet. So he's on the hards, and I think he's flying right now. Kind of flying, like he's in front of Ricardo. Even Ricardo is flying. He's in a good position now. I think he's got the undercut. But we need to focus on our race. You know, we're getting too out of hand with the other drivers, and lots of people have tried to overtake, but we got very defensive with them. I really want these points. I really want a high position this race, even though we've got so much problems now. Always flicking through the MFD just to see how bad the damage is to the engine, and we're not using too much ARS now. But Gasly closes up on us rapidly. Lap 14. I'm trying to see driver in front. I think Stroll has made his pit stop already. So I should say worrying at the same time, because we've got now no chance probably at getting any points unless we get a safety car or something like that, or if you just get a masterpiece strategy, but I doubt that's gonna happen, and it's gonna be a really frustrating race with all these problems and, you know, all these drivers trying to attack us. So it's quite stressful when I was driving at the time, and like really focusing here, trying not to spin out or lock up, you know, even wear our gearbox out, because like, you know, like, our engine is, I said this so much times, it's just so low now. The power coming out, it's so low, and you can see I lost grip there, and Gasly overtook us. I don't know why I don't have the footage for that, but yeah. And Ocon's right behind us with not slipstream, actually. He has DRS but not slipstream, and our pit window opens up. He starts getting very close to the rear tire of Ocon's Renault, but thankfully we don't touch it and cause more damage. And Raikkonen the Iceman tries going round down the inside of that corner, and as I said from before, that's a really tricky corner to overtake someone. So that's pretty risky there from the Iceman, from the Flying Fin. I don't know what you can call him. He's just a beast, you know. You gotta leave him alone. He knows what he's doing, so don't annoy him. I think Gasly and Ocon are pitting this, and we get a little bit. We don't take off we don't gear up, which costs us a little bit of time. But 1.9 seconds, pretty quick. Probably a world record if we have milliseconds and stuff like that. But you know, Russell and Latifi have overtook us now. They've had the undercut. We got held up so much by trying to defend with those guys, with the top guys. When I say top guys, I mean the midfield, like AlphaTauri and Renault. And our engine is not helping us. So we would have welted away from them, and now we're barely even catching Russell with DRS and slipstream. Even though in my defense, he's also got that. And Ayrton just pitted now. We passed him, and now we're P20. I'm not really happy about that, you know. I thought we had a good race going P12 in the first few laps, but now I'm just as I thought we're gonna slowly go down the grid, and we touched the curb too much there and nearly spin out. And I'm trying to use as much overtake and fuel as possible because of our wear and our damage to the front wing, and I just want to pay back the time, the crease from the corners, and put it into the straights. It's hard. It's very hard because our engine isn't the best. Like our Honda engine, it's not the best performing, and it's even got somewhere, so it's hard to keep up with these Williams with Mercedes powered engines. And now I think even the leaders are catching up to us now, so very, very disappointing race so far now, even disappointing season so far, to be honest. Now I'm not putting the team down or anything like that, but poor performance from me, and probably even my teammate not even trying to fight with the big boys. We get DRS, and as you can see, yeah, as I expected, blue flags and waving, and we have to try to get out of the way, and we got Verstappen right behind us. So here's the lead of his home Grand Prix. I'm very happy because it shows that Honda does have performance, and it's just not our day today. Verstappen just passed Russell, and now we need to make way for the Mercedes. And he holds up Russell so much that we even overtake him. So lucky, I don't know. Unlucky for Russell, I think so. P19. I'm still angry now, but not angry, but like disappointed with the performance of like even me today. So and mind you, the qualifying was very, very wet, and I felt like I had a few like at least pace in the ends of it, but some drivers just held us up massively. And I just really wanted to show you that that session, but it got cut out sadly because I told you I only have 10 minutes and I have to renew. So yeah. And now the leaders are overtaking us. Latifi just, powering away in his Mercedes engine, and we're defending for all our life against Russell, and our teammate Ayrton is behind him, but he's not gonna put up a fight. He's not as good as Russell. He's 75 rated, and Russell is just he's very good even in real life. Like, he's amazing from what he done in his rookie season. He's in one of the worst teams, but maximizes everything out of the car. He qualified 12th in the Hungarian Grand Prix, and at the time I'm recording right now, the Hungarian Grand Prix is already over. So I'm pre-recording, so I've already done my race and I'm recording over, if you're wondering how I do it. And we're just very, very, very bad race. We're just so slow in the corners and also the straights, and Latifi is just going so fast, and we spin a little bit. We nearly spin there, and Russell tries going down there inside of us. He gets DRS, but it's not going to be really helpful here without slipstream, and we go back down there inside of him. Not easy, but from how much where we've got from our tires as well. So I'm trying not to spin out, and Russell just has to back away from that in case he gets damage or he just spins out. Lap 25, P19. There's nothing much we can do to fight with the other drivers. The corner speed is just horrendous. So yeah, we go very, very deep into that corner. We touch a little bit of Russell there. We touch his rear wheel there. Ayrton is behind us, and Raikkonen is just nowhere to be seen right now. and we're powering up these uphill turns, and I'm so hungry to get back the position, because he's my rival, and I just want to get as much as points as I can off him. But there's no chance I'm gonna overtake him again. You know, in the corners, as I said before, terribly slow, and in the straights, horrendous. And we've got literally no ARS to play with, so it's a worry. And as you can see, the Red Bull behind us is gonna lap us, and Russell has to go down the inside. So I was trying to follow Albon and get the DRS off him and stuff like that, but you know, he's much faster in the Red Bull car, and we're right behind Russell now. We try making the move from the outside, but we spin around trying to make the move. And you know what? I think my race is just compromised now, and I think we need to retire, you know, to save the wear on our car, to save our gearbox for the next races. What a bad race today. What a bad race at Sabra GP here. You know, how could things go from good to bad to worse in today's race? It's agonizing pain. You know, big words that I'm using, but you know, I can't explain how angry I was at this time. And congrats to Red Bull with Max Verstappen to win this race at his home Grand Prix, and his first ever home Grand Prix, I should say. And just can't explain it. Super angry, you know, and there you can see Max Verstappen. At least it shows that the Honda engine has some performance. And then you see, I think that's over.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive.
So Verstappen finishes first with I think Leclerc third and Bottas second, or is it the other way around? Yeah, Leclerc third and Bottas second. Just enjoy the music. There's nothing to be heard. I can't explain. We get some XP points, but that's not gonna cheer me up. No, I think we level up. And we get a new livery and a new helmet design.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table.
Can
Today's
make me feel
performance
better
means
about
Max
that specific
Verstappen now
race.
owns
So
the top spot
we're still
in the
P21 in
Drivers'
the
Championship.
Drivers'
Let's
Championship
focus on
and
the
P10 in
driver.
the Constructors. Not very happy, and you know, Russell takes all the points. We don't get interview questions. Our weekly resources, we get some money. We're gonna do this activity line timeline with the marketing strategy conference. We're gonna put all these back to good good parts, because we're really struggling out there with our worn part. We've got a new sponsor we can choose. At the end, it was between I'm not pronouncing that, and Uturip. But at the end, I just chose not saying that, because it's easy with no DNFs in the team. I don't know why I said DRS. And we're gonna put that there. And I actually completely forgot about this, where you can put the sponsor decals, I think they're called. And right now you can see me placing them. Shark, our main sponsor, we're gonna put him the biggest. And look how big, just look how massive that sponsor is. Look how long it is. Oh my god, that's our finished product right here. Not too much sponsors, you know. We try getting more R&D, like upgrades. We renew our engine upgrades. We also got 2 upgrades coming, the downforce and engine upgrades. So I hope they don't fail, so they don't make me more angry. Next race is in Spain, Catalonia. Looking forward for that race actually. I'm gonna wrap it off here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and enable those notifications. I'm aiming for around 10 likes. Take care, stay well, and peace.